Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. I hope you've all enjoyed your day today, or your afternoon, or your night. So, I haven't been uploading for a bit recently. I've just had to take some time off. That being just because I needed a break, as well as got the event, and I went on holiday to Wales, which was quite fun. Wales is quite a nice place. Their roads are just absolutely small, but you know. But yeah, I just had a break. So that's the reason I haven't been uploading for a while. I've also got college work I've got to have to do again. I've just had a break from college because I'm doing college at the minute. But apart from that, yeah, I'm doing fine. Just taking my time. Yeah, so yeah, I've just been off and on a bit. I will upload some smaller videos. I might not be doing as big as videos I normally do. So don't expect there to be always like this 10-minute video, because I might be doing something else. I'm quite busy now, but I'm alright. So the event in Warthunder, the event in Warthunder has been interesting. I hope you've all been doing well and sort of managing it, because it has been a pain in the ass. I've certainly hated parts of it. I think the third event star, I was going to lose my shit. I believe, and sorry if I keep saying I'm just thinking. Like, I'm not the greatest with pausing, but you know, with the third start, it was painful. I couldn't bear it. I think I was about 5 games I could not get a single kill. I only needed like 2 more kills and that was it, and 5 out of 5 games I was just not getting a kill, and it took so long. It took like the entire match for each game. It was a pain in the ass. I really hated it, but it was alright. I haven't done it today. I haven't bothered today. I will be doing it soon after this video, probably a little bit. I've had to go in the arcade now because it's this painful to get kills. I just don't know why I can't kill anything properly. Probably because I'm shit at the game, but you know, oh well. Yeah, the event's not been fun, but it's also, you know, I'm only doing one. I was doing air and naval, but I gave up. I thought it's not worth the stress and getting pissed off with it. I just didn't think it was worth it. So, China. Yeah, we're moving on to China now. China, I want to talk about China in Warthunder. So China is, I'm quite happy with it at the minute. It's got their anti-air, their radar anti-air. They've got a new top-tier jet, the J7E, which is it's alright. It's got good guns. It's got good missiles. It's alright. It's got flares, which is a bonus. But it's alright. It's good. It does well. I do advise people to go down China now, because it looks like China is getting more and more vehicles, which means eventually the tech tree will become longer and longer. People also forget that China plays quite a big role with vehicles and everything. Like, it's got a lot of vehicles like in the modern day world now. There's quite a lot of them. So they will add that to the tech tree eventually. So it will start getting bigger and bigger. So I advise people to go down it now. So. Yeah, it's getting better and better, despite the claims of copy and paste. Okay, yeah, the IS-2, the T-34, the Sherms, everything. Oh, yeah, I don't want to play it because it's the same. Okay, right, I get that people don't want to keep playing the vehicles they've been playing over and over and over again in low tier. But, you know, I don't enjoy low tier anyways, I enjoy more top tier. But it's varied, because you get the Shermans and the T-34s and the IS-2s and everything. You get a mixture, which makes it unique, and I think that's what I enjoy about the tech tree the most. It's just unique. Their top tier is definitely getting better. They've got 2 SBAAs now, radar SBAs. I'm not sure about the IR one. I mean, it's a bit of a letdown. It's like any IR missile, where it does not kill them. Especially with the Type 93, the Saddam Mistral. I just think for nations that have these as their quote-unquote surface-to-air missiles, I think they should just let it be player-controlled, because it is just pointless. You can't kill anything with these missiles. This applies to Japan and Saddam Mistral as well, because it's not fair on Japan as well, because they don't have guns on their Type 93. It's just the IR missiles. I think they're IR missiles at least. If I'm getting that wrong, I'm sorry. But it just I think they should just let the players control it. Or they buff it up and make it strong. But apart from that, it's just, it doesn't work. So the only part it gets off the new Chinese SPA radar, it's the guns. It's quite good. They're quite good. Not much ammunition, but quite good still. The one before it's very good as well for the BR it's in. They're getting more light vehicles, they're getting more tanks. Definitely in a data mine leak, they got a light vehicle and another ZTZ. I don't know if it's the W or A, I don't know how people say it. It's like ZD99A or W. I have no idea what one it is. It's like people have different ways of saying it. But, for the data mine leaks, it's been proven that China's getting 2 more sort of ground vehicles. They're also getting the F5E for Taiwan. Taiwan's getting the F5E. So we might actually have, I'm not sure if these have Maverick Bs. The Chinese territory could have the F5E with Maverick Bs. I'm not sure, but either way, it's good because it's an F5E. It's got flares, hopefully, for the Taiwanese one. So it's good. The tech tree, the air tree for China is definitely, it's improved. It's definitely better now. With the ground tree, it's getting better and better. I can't say it's bad. I can't say it's good because it's. How to put it? It's improving. It could be better, and it's not worse. It's definitely not worse than it was before, but it is getting better. It could be better though, but it is getting better. So yeah, China in the game, it's doing all right. It's doing quite well in a minute. Speaking of nations, Israel. I would like to see Israel in Warthunder. Now, I know people say, oh, Gaijin shot this idea down a long time ago, but I think having, China, having Israel in the game would be interesting. Not for political reasons, please. I want to keep politics out of this channel. I can be quite political, but for this channel, I don't want any wars in the comment section. It's a game, it's just to enjoy. So no politics, alright? Just none. It's nothing to do with politics. It's to do with the fact that I like their vehicles, I find it interesting, and, because I like top tier mostly. I don't know about everyone else, it might like top tier, might like low tier, but top tier wise, I think the Macavers will be very fun to play. Low tier, again, people can play, Shermans, AMXL, all that lot. I mean, I've not got much of a problem grinding. Tech trees if they've got other nations' vehicles in it, such as Sherms and everything, because you really learn how to play it, so you know what to do. But also the fact is that with Israel, it's what I find interesting is that they modify the vehicles as well. It's not just like simple vehicle; they can modify it, so it will have extra ERA or whatsoever. These vehicles will have extra ERA, extra penetration, a better gun or something, better systems. That's what I like about it. It's quite interesting. So Macarthur, I would like to see. I think for simplicity, I can't speak today. Simplicity sake, the Israelis could most likely go in the US tech tree. The only thing is, people will then know that America's got more vehicles. So the alternative is just have it as a separate tech tree, which I would much prefer, a separate tech tree. But for simplicity sake, I think it would most likely go in the US tech tree. But the only thing is, I would. It makes sense because America's got the Macavers, but it doesn't make sense because there's also Israeli vehicles in other nations. I think if Israel's to come into the game, if we're really thinking about it, it should be a separate tech tree. It would just be interesting to have different vehicles in more top tier, mid tier sort of range, mid tier to top tier range, and a new nation as well. I mean, it must be boring. Oh, I know it is boring to have the sort of same tanks and the same not modified, but more advanced variants of that tank, such as more like another Challenger 2 with upgraded systems. I love the Challenger 2. Don't get me wrong, but it's like if you keep playing the same tank over and over and over again, it does get boring. So different vehicles do add variety. That's where Israel come in. Macavers are definitely interesting. I really do like the Macavers. Same as the air tree, they'll have Mirages and everything, which will be quite cool. I mean, they'll have Mirage. I'm not really sure with the Israeli air tree because I haven't really looked that much into their air that much. But for tanks, certainly they'll be enjoyable. I think that it would be fun to have Israel in the game. It would have variety. And if German players or Russian players moan that if it comes into US territory, I suppose you could give the Germans maybe some more Eastern German vehicles, or I don't know, just Argentinian vehicles. Or Russia gets Yugoslavian whatsoever. Either way, big nations that might complain if it comes into the US territory, could get other nations' vehicles. To just make it fair. I think it would be better Israel being on its own though. I definitely think Gaijin should give it a thought, I think, and potentially add it, because I think Israel would definitely be quite fun in its own separate territory in Warthunder. I definitely think it'd add variety. It would definitely, I'm quite bored playing same old nations all the time. I think having a new nation would be fun. But also in Gaijins they could make money if they're worried about that more so. I mean, you can sell Merkava premiums, you could probably sell some other premiums for the air tree. Israel would have a lot of premiums that Gaijin could take profit from if they had. So if they're worried about money, then they can do that. I mean, I'm probably going to buy, if Israel ever comes into game, I'll probably buy a premium tank, because I can't be asked to grind normally. I mean, you can call that lazy, but I don't give a shit. I'm not going to grind for days and days to get into like a certain tier, and then it becomes slower and slower. I just want to grind and get the vehicles. I hate the concept of grinding. Well, no, I don't hate it. I can understand. I quite like grinding more fun, but I don't like it being slow. I've got no patience. That's just me though. I don't have patience. I like to play the vehicles and have fun with them. And if I do it by grinding with a premium, then fair enough. As long as it's not overpowered and game breaking, I'm fine with it. Again, I'm playing a K50 a bit now. I say that. I don't really play Russia that much in top tier because of how it is in a minute, but we won't go into that because I don't want to start all this. I personally, okay, actually I will. I personally don't think Russia is suffering this update. I'm not going to start a war, I'm just saying that Russia's a bit powerful this update. Anyways, I don't use the K50 that much, but when I do, I probably will after it's all calmed down with Russia, because I don't want to be a prick. But I use the K50 now because, I don't want to grind that much, and also you can't play unless you're in a K50 and EC, helicopter EC, because you just die. But apart from the point, go on to the premiums. Yeah, I admit, guilty. I like grinding with premiums because I don't have the patience to grind normally. You can say it's rushing, but I enjoy it. I enjoy premium vehicles anyways. I think it's a way of money going to Gaijin. So Gaijin needs money still if you to do this stuff, to run things and whatnot. I'm not sucking up to Gaijin. No, Gaijin can fix its fucking servers and everything else. But certainly they do need money. So they need a certain income in order to run things, of course. Yeah, I definitely think Israel would be an interesting nation to come into Warthunder. I definitely think, seeing as South Africa came to Britain, I would have preferred a small South African territory maybe. But I mean, it's right. It's come to Britain. I suppose Britain will get more South African vehicles, but Israel definitely, I think it would be capable of being its own territory. They've got the vehicles for it, and certainly interesting with their modified vehicles and jets and tanks and everything like that. Yeah, I would much like an Israeli territory. I think their vehicles are interesting. They're just, I don't know, they appeal to me. It's just like the Chinese territory. Their vehicles appeal to me. The ZZ99s and everything appeal to me. It just, you have some nations' vehicles that appeal to you. You have people who love the Tigers, people who love the Shermans, the Pershings, Super Pershings, the Abrams, the T90s. You have people loving all sorts of like vehicles and how they look and how they perform. Just people have their preferences, really, don't they? But yeah, I definitely think Israel could come. So this is the end of the video now. I hope you all enjoyed. I will be making some short videos, possibly. Maybe some gameplay videos at some point of me playing some vehicles. Again, I would like to hear what you would want me to play maybe, and I'll play it, because I've not really got any ideas for what I can play. I mean, there's a lot of vehicles I can play, but it's not like, I don't know whether people want to see that or not. So I would like to see what people think and what they'd like me to play, maybe. But I will probably try doing short videos as well. But yeah, okay, thank you for all watching this video. I will eventually be back to doing some normal uploading schedule at some point. So yeah, thank you for all watching, and I'll see you all later.